6 on a Tuesday, we've all been trying to navigate this new normal. For many Arizona families, COVID-19 has really flipped life upside down. The challenges can be especially difficult for Arizona's foster families who are trying to provide a safe, loving, and stable home for kids in need. Nearly 14,000 Arizona kids are in out-of-home care, whether that's residing with a foster family or under the state's supervision. But since the start of the pandemic, Rebecca Heitkamp with Arizona's Children Association says a number of foster homes have shut down over fears of exposure to the virus or concerns about schooling.
And I've been told that we are at a record number of closures, and the numbers of foster homes are very low right now. And so there is a huge need for more homes and, more places for children in family settings.
According to Arizona's Children Association, at least 145 foster care and adoption licenses have closed since March. Child welfare agencies are having to make adjustments to how they connect with foster families during this time. They check in via Zoom, and when visits are done in person, health screenings and PPE are required.
We practice social distancing, and we try to meet outside if we can. In the valley right now, the mornings are the best time for that, but in other parts of the state, we are able to sit out in the patio in the backyard, and talk with the children and the families.
As the school year begins, districts statewide are developing their own plans on how to safely resume classes, offering options like in-person instruction or virtual learning. However, Heitkamp says the structure offered by a classroom setting can be critical to a foster child's success.
That they provide that Monday through Friday routine of the children knowing that they go, to school, they might have breakfast there, they might think that they have classes that they attend, they have goals, they have friends, they have other teachers that are giving them, direction and encouragement. And so right now, if they're doing school virtually, then they miss out on a lot of those social opportunities and educational opportunities, because not everybody learns well by sitting in front of a computer.
Katie Cartier, an educator and foster parent, agrees.
Is that lack of routine really that he relies on? We saw more meltdowns and more tantrums and things that we hadn't seen in quite some time.
Educators and school staff are also mandated reporters, notifying officials when they suspect a child is being abused. With students out of the classroom, identifying these issues in a virtual setting isn't easy.
There are a lot of families that are under great stress. Families that have used the school system to help them educate their children and to help them with behaviors now have the children in their home 24/7, and sometimes they just don't have the coping skills to work with different behaviors, and it just creates kind of a, I don't want to say perfect storm, but a storm situation of stress inside of the home, which can lead to, unfortunately, to abuse.
Agencies like Arizona's Children Association are providing biological and foster families with resources during the pandemic, whether it's through grants, donations like school supplies, support groups, or licensing workers. Katie Cartier says talking to her licensing worker has really made a difference.
I always call her my part-time therapist because she is there to check in and just get a pulse on what's going on. And
Heitkamp says some of that stress can be relieved with help from the public. She suggests donating to child welfare agencies, food banks, and rental assistance programs. There may even be items in your own home lying around that could really help a child in need.
And I would say too, if you have laptops, I know I have 2 adult children, and they have laptops that, they've outgrown, but you clear the hard drive and they're a great tool for a child. So if you have extra equipment at home that you're not using, this is the prime time to donate those as well.
And if you would like to donate to Arizona's Children Association, the website is listed on your screen. There is a Donate Now button on the homepage where you can give money. You can also drop off book bags with school supplies to any of their locations across the state. Katie Cartier, the foster parent that we spoke with, also really wanted to encourage people who are considering becoming a foster parent to not allow the pandemic to discourage them. There's a lot of wonderful kids out there right here in Arizona in need of loving homes.